What's up, guys? I was just getting ready to, I was gonna hand wash my car because I haven't done it like since, you know, winter started. But I just got a notification that FedEx delivered my package. One of them. I still don't think it's the tool I need. It's definitely not. This is the timing cover. So we're still at a standstill, and alas, there's something in the mailbox. I need to see what that tool's coming. Like if it's coming UPS or USPS or whatnot. Let me look that up. Alright, so I looked and the tool is coming USPS. So I'm going to have to wait on the post office to get my package here and my mail and stuff. But then we can start tearing into the Ford. And I have everything to finish it. So there should be no reason I don't get this finished today. And since I'm waiting, I am going to go wash my car now.
Shake that healthy butt. Baby got ballet feet with the open Baby got ballet feet with the open
Oh yeah. So there we go. All clean, and now it's cloudy. So it's probably gonna rain now. That's how it always works. As soon as you clean something, it rains. Every time.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye.
So I'm not sure if you guys caught it while I was washing my vehicle. I wet myself. Yeah, I tramped on the hose, and then with the fast reaction time of a tortoise, I got out of the way. So, but my whole ass is soaked right now. But guess what? Guess what? Mail carrier came. So yeah, so I feel like it was a little ridiculous. I paid almost 50 bucks for this. Only to hold the cams. I think that price is just a little ridiculous. This is all it is. And you bolt this to where the timing cover goes, and that meshes with the cam teeth, and then you can torque your phaser. Or your, meshes with your phaser teeth. And then on the other side it's offset, so when you bolt it in on this side, then it matches up with that cam phaser. And it comes with 2 bolts. 50 bucks. Thanks, Ford. Alright, so no excuses now. Everything's here. I'm going to go change my pantalones, and then I'm going to jump on this truck. Alright, so as expected, it's starting to rain. Now that my car's clean, I swear to God, 9 times out of 10, when I wash my car, it rains right afterwards. It was supposed to be nice today. So, let's torque these cam phasers down. Let me check this real quick and see if I can even do this without... let me move the camera here so that you can see. I'm probably going to have to remove this tensioner. So, let's see. Yep. So, a little ahead of myself, that's no big deal. I can do this one. That one you're supposed to do first. I don't know why, but we'll do that one.
Sex is a Texas drought, me and you do the kind of stuff that only Prince would sing about. So put your hands down my pants.
Alright, so I went ahead, threw the timing guide back in. On these phasers, you want to torque them to, what was it, 30 foot-pounds, and then put a line on it, and you want to turn it 90 degrees. So if you see that, that was straight up and down. Now we're at 90 degrees. I did both of them. This one's done over here too. We're gonna go ahead and slap the timing chains in. I did put an extra paint dot on the dot marker on that. And it's gonna be hard for me to see from up here because I don't have an inspection mirror. So I'm gonna have to put it on and then double check it from underneath and then come back up and make sure I have it right then. So. Alright, so it's raining pretty good now. Now my car is really wet. Anyway, got both tensioners in. I believe I have the timing right. I need to get down underneath and double check the timing. And up here we're good. You want to have those two chains. You want to have the L tooth right in between those two lengths. And then on the bottom, that dot and that one length should line up. So let's go down there. Let me see if I can get the camera at a good view. Let me try something else here. Okay. Now you can see it there. The dot and the link line up. So once you verify that all that is good and your slack is out on this one side, so your chain should be pretty tight over here, go ahead and pull your pin. And there we go. One side set. No turning back now. Alright, so what I'm going to attempt to do now is pop all of the roller followers back in place, and then which we're going to be turning the motor over while we do it anyway, just so we can get them in there. But I want to make sure that there's no interference, that the timing's correct. So I'm going to pop all the roller followers in, and we're going to crank the motor over by hand slowly, just to make sure that there's no interference anywhere. That's I always like to do that whenever I'm timing an engine. I like to crank it over by hand afterwards, so that way if something's hitting, you're gonna know it. But I've never had that happen yet, but I don't want it to happen. Well, I watched the video that Ford McAloo did, and I thought that I was simply going to stick a pry bar in there and push the roller followers back in. Although I did get 2 back in, the exhaust ones are almost impossible to do. I might have to put this on hold now. So although I got 2 of the roller followers back in, it is not as easy as Ford McAloo made it look. He said that you can simply stick a pry bar in there, an angled pry bar, and push on them and they'll snap back into place. I got 2 of them to go back in, and I'm sitting here looking at it, and them ones in the very back there, back in the firewall, are gonna be a pain. Here are the 2 that I got. They're in. I can't get that exhaust one in. I can't get enough leverage on it. So might be at a standstill. I did a last ditch effort and put out on Facebook, if anybody has this Ford special tool, I would really like to borrow it. I will pay you for it, but I think I'm gonna have to order one. It sucks. Like, I thought I had everything, and I thought that I was just simply going to just snap them back in, and that's not the case. So, and I don't want to throw the front cover on yet, because I want to make sure that there's no interference, and if I throw the cover on, I'd have to throw it back off if I had to redo the timing on this thing. So, what should have happened? Where I went wrong. Before I pulled the pin on the tensioners after I had everything lined up, I should not have torqued the cam caps yet. I should have loosened them all up so that the cam was free, and then I could have threw all of the followers in and then torqued it down again. But that's not how it worked. That might even have not worked either. I don't know. You could get it in that neutral position and then only have 3 of them out and try to put them in this way, but that tool makes it very easy to do, and I just definitely need it because this sucks. Alright, so I was seconds away from ordering that tool. I got online, looked it up. 70 bucks was the cheapest I could find. See, I need a special tool. I've needed 3 special tools so far to do shit on this thing. That's why I don't like Fords. I've never had to use that many special tools for any other vehicle. And like I said, I only ever owned one other Ford, and it had an oil leak, and I went to replace the seal, and I needed a Ford special tool to get the pulley off so that I could get that seal out. Whatever. I called Advanced Auto. They have nothing like that. I called AutoZone, and AutoZone has a spring compressor tool that is, it says it works on Fords. It does not look like the one that is for this, but it clamps around the valve spring, and I'm looking at, I still don't think there's, it's supposed to clamp around the valve spring, and then you can compress it from up top. I don't know if it's going to work or not. But I'm going to go look at it at least, and if, you know, last ditch effort. Go get it! Well, for $25, I'm not even sure if it's going back. He said you can keep it if you want to, but if I bring it back, I get my $25 back. So it's not that bad. I mean, somebody already bent this thing, but it looks like it's small enough that it'll fit in there. So, you know, why not try it? And especially if I can bring it back and get my money back. So let's go attempt to use this thing. Alright, so I'm not 100% sure I can make this work yet, but it's worth a shot. I mean, what can you lose, huh? So, first off, somebody has this bent, so I'm going to try to bend it back to shape real quick. Maybe. Whatever. I bent it back a little bit. So I got this one down here. Let's unscrew this a little bit. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work, boys. I don't know how it's gonna work. Let me set this off to the side for right now. And this light is not where it needs to be to help me out. This is gonna be fun, I'm telling you. Want every one of these? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, fun, yeah. I don't know if it's gonna work, buddy. I don't know. I don't know if I'm on it. Shit. It's hard to see. I can't see in there. I think I'm on it. Kind of. Not really. I'm a little off. Come back a little bit. Needs to be more upright like this. And you know what? These tongs would work better bent together, like it was when I got it. No wonder somebody had it bent. Well, boys, the Ford wins again.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
You can't even fit the tool up here. You can't get the fingers in there to get around the spring to press down on it. So, yeah. We're at a standstill. I don't have anybody to blame but myself. You know, trying to cut corners, thinking I could do it without a special tool. I'm sure if I sat here and fought with this thing for a while, I'd be able to do it. But you always risk the chance of, you know, scarring that head up, like, or, you know, if you're prying on it, you can dislodge some of the aluminum, and then you got a chunk of aluminum in the engine. We'll just wait. I'm gonna order this $70 tool, special Ford tool, so you can compress the springs and get the freaking roller follower in there. I suck again!
For sale, as is. $1,000. Somebody offers.
Well, I got hard-headed and tried putting them back in again. I got one more in. I can't get any of the exhaust ones in, all the intake ones. Well, and I can't get some of the intake ones in. I give up. The Ford wins. To live another day. Well, to be dead another day. Anyway. I got the main stuff done. Them rollers are just a pain in the butt. With a special tool, I'm sure it's a lot easier. And that's probably what we're going to do. So, let's drop some more money into this thing. This is a damn shame. Look at this. After it being so clean, you see all the water spots and shit on it? You see it? I'm gonna wipe this thing down again.
I'm a scat man. I'm a scat man.
Better again.
Alright, so I figured I'd do a little bit more since, you know, I can't do anything else on the truck. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the seal in this. I'm going to put all the gaskets on the inside and use just a little bit of RTV on it. So I'm going to use the old seal on top of the new seal, and I'm going to hit that in with the old seal on top. I actually got a steel plate to put over top of that so it fits flush. So let me get some RTV on this and get it set in, and then we'll drive her in there.
I'm a scat man. I'm a scat man.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love?
Now, although I put a little bit of silicone in there to hold those seals in place, they actually stick in there pretty snug. You actually have to push them down in, and they fit snug. So that step you probably wouldn't have to do. I just did it as precaution, just to hold them in place, and they're gonna have time to dry and everything. I do have the valve cover ones. I think I might go ahead and slap the seals in the valve. Well, I'll wait for that. I'll wait to do the valve covers. But this seal is a bitch to put in. I bet you there's a special Ford tool to drive that in there. Almost guaranteed. But we got her in there and it's pretty even. I even ran an extra bead of just wiped a little bit of silicone around the outer edge, around the outside of the seal, just as a precaution. I'm even gonna sweeten the deal on this thing. Whoever does buy this, once it's finished, I was just joking with you, I'm not selling it as is. Once it's finished, I'm gonna include all the special tools with it. So whenever it breaks down on you again, then you'll have all those tools to work on it. Huh? You're getting a bunch of extra parts, you're getting an extra window motor, which I don't know if you'd ever use it or not, whatever. Extra suspension parts. The window track I still never sent back to Rock Auto. I need to send it back now that I'm buying all these special tools. I'm still not in a bad place on this, but it just keeps nickel and diming you, and it's like I have all the parts to put it back together. It's just Ford and their special tools and making engineering shit so that you need a special tool to do it. It just sucks. that's gonna be the end of this video. I know, it sucks. I didn't get anywhere. I barely did anything. And I'm not gonna get anything done tomorrow because I gotta order that tool and I'm just not gonna have it. It's a little depressing, to say the least. At least I can get my 25 bucks back for that valve compressor tool. It's not gonna help me at all. But yeah, thanks for watching anyway. And if you like this, go back and check out some of my other videos. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.